What's up, everybody? Today I'm getting into a little car work. I've done my best to completely cut off all my clients and people that hit me up for work. I'm done with that aspect of my life, but there's a few people that I will make an exception for. So this car belongs to my dad's old work partner that passed away. This is his wife's car. I sold it to her about 10 years ago. It has a couple issues that came up. The gauge cluster has failed, or the combination meter, as well as the ABS accumulator pump. I've gone ahead and picked it up. Ah! Woo! Gotta look at the road. And I'll show you what we got going on. Oh, the light's on, the triangle of death. And if we go into it, engine codes. So we need a gas cap, a catalytic converter. Not concerned about any of those. We care about this, inverter cooling performance. And then here is the 1256. This is the accumulator low pressure fault. That means the ABS module is bad. Now, if you own a second gen Prius and you've had this issue come up, this is like a $2,500 to $3,000 job. Just the part is $1,200, and then installing it is not easy. You got to pull the inverter. I actually just did one recently, and the only reason I took on this job is because like of who she is, and also I can make $1,400 in one day. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then the gauges appear to be working at this particular time, but they come and go. So I'm gonna pull that apart and change out the capacitor that goes bad on them. It's currently Saturday, and I just trailered a car to town, so it made sense to grab this. I have this thing going on. I'm doing some paint work on a fender here, and that's gonna take up my Sunday. So this Prius will be a Monday project. For now, my buddies are on a like 12-mile hike, and they're arriving a couple miles from my house. So I got to go pick them up. Drove up this road all the way to Glorietta Baldy. I ended up bringing the 4Runner. There's a lookout tower, so I'm about to climb up that. It's beautiful up here. What a sunset. New Mexico, beautiful. If they're getting close, I bet Josh will call back. Let's see if I can get a response. Yeah! Woo! Sounds like a Josh. Hey, what time did you guys say? 8
or 8:30.
Right, solid.
I may have underestimated a little bit.
They're a little warm and a little shaken from me driving this road, but
Oh yeah,
they're beers.
Cheers,
Hey.
cheers, boys. Clink.
Glad you guys are good. Woo! It's finally Prius day. Might be almost a week later. I had some things come up this week and they required my immediate attention, but I'm here now. Pretty hot out, so I'm trying to work inside. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the gauges. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this out. Most of this interior snaps together. You gotta unbolt the MFD and the airbag. Other than that, just yank on stuff. With being slow, because I'm filming, I don't know what time I started, but not even 20 minutes to pull this dash out. This is the part we'll be doing a repair on. Here's our combination meter. This capacitor right here always goes bad, so I will be unsoldering this and removing it from the board and replacing it with a new one. I really like my Harbor Freight soldering iron, but I keep a fine point Weller around just for doing really small stuff. We will try to get it hot and pop it off. And one side. There's the other side. Based on the way I did the last one, the negative will go downward toward, you know, this side. That one's good. And that one is now good as well. One repaired combo meter, just that one pesky capacitor goes bad. Makes these things act all sorts of stupid. It will even prevent you from like turning the car off. Super simple fix. I'm gonna go ahead and reassemble, put it back in the car. In, out, and repaired, 2 hours. That's all it takes. On to the next issue, which is the inverter, coolant pump / the ABS, whatever, and get rid of all of these lights. Now in the car, the inverter sits right here. This is one of the inverter coolant pumps, and then there's another over here by the fuse box. So while the inverter's out, I'm just gonna go ahead and slap both of those in. I don't know which one's making the noise, but it's one of the two. So yeah, let's get into it. These are not fun to do. Always disconnect your hybrid kill switch. Open, out. Hybrid system is shut down now. So much more. pop the drain plug back in so I don't forget later on. It's probably spec. Not even 10 minutes. This stuff is not rocket science. It's just not fun. Now we can see what we're trying to change. This ABS module. And of course, this pump and this pump. My sister came into town yesterday, so I quit working on this and went to dinner with her. Anyway, back on it today. I'm about to pull the unit off. I'm not gonna bore you guys with all the details. It's pretty self-explanatory to take this out. There's a 10 millimeter here, 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 and here. Then this thing right here. And then holding the actual module in, there's a 12 way down there. One over here at the front, and one way back in there. And that one is done. Weight reduction. Time to make a mess of brake fluid. Start from the top. 1 out. 2. Just try to bend this out of the way a little bit. 3, 4, 5, 6. There's all the lines. Now we will do this brake hose that will probably leak like a gallon of brake fluid. Try to pull it upward to prevent that. And just like that, you should be able to pull this module out. There it is removed, and there is a thing on the bottom that makes it hard to get out. This is a vibration dampener. It's just a big weight. Let me get this installed and I'll show you guys the secret on how to bleed these. Okay, I got the car all buttoned up. It's not crazy complicated. Just put everything back together. Now we're going to the bleeding brakes with no scan tool. We're gonna crack the bleeder and connect the hose with the car in the off position. Just like that, and it's already pushing air right now. But here's the secret to these things. If you just press the brake without turning the car on, it detects a leak and it pushes, it cycles the solenoids in the ABS module and pushes fluid. So I'm just gonna hit the brake. And we can hear it under the hood doing stuff. So I actually keep a stick specifically for Priuses. I think you gotta double tap it and then wedge it. I actually just went ahead and cracked this and it just squirted everywhere. So let's see if it will do it again. Yeah, so if you just open it, it detects the leak and starts bleeding. We can hear a bunch of air in it. There we go, it's changing. And finally, the driver's front. So right there, it did nothing. There it goes. Now hold it down. And that is working. And the accumulator just kicked back on again. And we are going up on fluid here. So this is successful bleeding. Time for a test drive. Oh, I still gotta clear all the codes. Let's just go in clear codes. Got rid of everything. ABS works. Car's doing great, just as I expected. Nothing weird out of the brakes. No issues slowing down at all. So I'm calling this car done. I got dinner. Again, my sister's still in town, so I'm gonna go shower and go try to drop this car off before dinner and get paid. The skid steer parts got lost. I had to order more. They'll be here in 3 days, so skid steer content coming up. I appreciate all the support from all you subscribers. Got paid, car's delivered. See you guys next time.